Hello everyone. Today we explore a crazy lawyer and his innocent client. The outcome is more thrilling than any detective novel. Alan, like others, was indifferently defending, while Martin desperately sought to break through or risk writing a how to lose guide. An enraged Martin vented his frustrations, grilling colleagues as if victory mattered most. At that moment, the female assistant popped up like a star at a concert, claiming that all evidence pointed to Alan. But Martin couldn't care less, insisting Alan was innocent. He must have a lead ball in his head. Soon after, Martin and his assistant, Black, looked like ace detectives chasing clues, finally tracking down Alex, who had fled that. Under Martin's questioning, Alex, like trapped in a freezer, claimed ignorance of the bishop's murder. He claimed he just went to Alan's house to find a tape, only to reveal a more painful truth. Some poor kids in the church were forced to film something shocking, with Alan and his brothers being innocent victims. Martin, looking as shocked as a snail struck by lightning, hurriedly grilled Alex on how he ended up at Alan's place. Alex said he thought Alan grabbed the tape and killed the bishop, leading him to want to destroy it, but alas, the tape wasn't even there. Speaking of Linda, Alex couldn't even locate her. More truths peeled away like layers of an onion, leaving Martin in confusion. Martin started to doubt whether Alan was really innocent. He decided to return to the crime scene for some serious sleuthing. After stealthily swiping the tape, Martin returned and was horrified. The footage was like a nightmare, confirming Alex wasn't lying. Now, Alan finally had a motive, and Martin was furious, questioning why Alan would lie when only he believed in his innocence. But when Alan found out Martin had seen the tape, he erupted like a volcano, accusing him of ruining everything. Martin stared at the furious Alan and realized he had a split personality. Now Martin understood the complexity of this. When feeling threatened, the violent Roy personality pops out, like a knife defending itself. Roy openly claimed he had personally killed the bishop, and the truth finally surfaced like a big fish. But the truth was more complex, as the psychologist sensed something was off and prepared to enter. He cautiously pushed open the door, fearful of inadvertently making a bigger mess of everything. "Marty, don't argue with the jerk." At that moment, Alan seemed like a forgetful child, completely oblivious to the past. The doctor observed, like finding hidden treasure, and told Martin Alan had MPD. He asserted that innocent Alan shouldn't be in jail. It was the split personality that was the real culprit. The doctor said he could testify in court, proving Alan's mental illness, but it would mean admitting that Alan's body killed the bishop. Martin declined because the judge would never allow such a thing, leaving him utterly frustrated. Split personalities are tough to verify, leaving Martin feeling like he had hit a dead end. However, just as he was losing hope, he might have stumbled upon a crucial link. The tape in his hand could potentially turn the tide, but Martin couldn't present the solid evidence in court. He decided to take a different approach, resulting in the tape unexpectedly appearing in court. Martin worked through the night, secretly delivering the tape to Jeanette's house. After watching the content, Jeanette immediately contacted Martin, knowing this was his brainchild. She asked Martin why he gave her such evidence, to which he smiled. "Isn't this what you've been looking for?" But Martin felt it was pointless and braced himself for the court battle the next day. When court resumed, Jeanette used the tape as evidence. Smartly, she didn't directly submit the tape, but utilized Martin's assistant, Black, as a witness. Black relayed the contents, indirectly proving the tape was sourced by Martin. Faced with this disclosure, Martin could only choose his final counterattack. Martin no longer cared about winning or losing. He just wanted to prove Alan was truly innocent. He brought in the psychologist to prove Alan had a split personality, but the doctor's words seemed insignificant in court. Plus, he had no forensic experience, leaving his testimony lacking persuasion. When Alan resolutely declared his innocence, everyone in court thought he was rambling. He felt the bishop was like a reborn parent. Despite being on tape, he held no hatred. Regarding the existence of Roy's multiple personas, Alan was completely unaware of this fact, and every time a switch occurred, all his previous memories would instantly vanish, disappearing without a trace. "Don't you think this is another side?" He looked innocent, as if he had discovered a new continent. Alan suddenly snapped, threatening to mince the opponent. It was laughably ridiculous. Regardless of the chaos around him, Roy's persona surged back, vowing to reveal the truth to everyone. Roy furiously charged towards Jeanette, only to be forcibly restrained by others. After this upheaval, the judge reluctantly declared the trial invalid, but Alan would be sent to a designated hospital. If you enjoyed this thrilling plot, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.